Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to season 14, episode 39, overall 754 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all electric vehicles, EVs, as well as Cadillac vehicles and pickup trucks as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership has been family run and operated here in Guelph since 1969. Good afternoon, everybody. This is my fourth show in 4 days, season 14, episode 39, overall 754 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And I'm looking forward to my guest today. She is originally from the Dominican Republic, and she has now been out of Buffalo, New York since 2001. This is her first appearance on our show. She's an inspiring upcoming actress, and her name is Nayadee Wilson, and we're going to bring her on right now after this applause. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, doing great. How are you?
Good. So how's things in Western New York these days?
Oh, just fabulous. I'm just enjoying this time before we get buried in snow. So yeah, can't complain.
By the way, you're originally from the Dominican Republic, and you moved with your mother to the States in 2001. How much of an adjustment was it coming from a hot weather country like the Dominican Republic to Buffalo, New York, which gets a lot of snow in the wintertime?
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was in 2001. I'm still not used to it. I gotta say, I still don't love the snow, but I think I was really into it for about a week. I loved, doing the snowman and all of that with my brothers, but then I was like, okay, I'm good. We can go back now. But honestly, I love Buffalo. I love the people here. Everyone was so welcoming. I have a really great experience living here, so I'm actually really glad that we came and that I have a life here. So I wouldn't change it for the world. So
I'm going to assume that you're a Bills and Sabres fan too. Are you a sports fan?
I am not too much into sports, but I am a Bills fan. I have to be because my husband is a Bills fan. So, yeah, that kind of comes with the territory. But yes, I am a Bills fan, and that's about all I follow when it comes to sports.
By the way, I have a viewer watching on YouTube right now, and he's actually from Buffalo, New York. His name is Robbie Schneider. He is a big Buffalo sports fan. He has his own podcast show called the 716 Sports Blizzard Show, and he wants to say hello to myself and Nayadee. So thank you, Robbie, for watching. He's one of my biggest supporters.
Oh, hello. Awesome. Hello, Robbie. Thank you for watching.
By the way, I'm about 2 hours or less from Buffalo, from where I live here in Ontario. Buffalo is like my second home for shopping, for also sports opportunities. I've done some freelance media coverage of the Buffalo Bisons and the Buffalo Bandits of the National Lacrosse League. So Buffalo, when I cross the border, it feels like my second home.
That's awesome, as well as should be. I think I don't know, I feel like there's no better place than Buffalo. I like it. So,
It's a big city with a small mentality, like a small city feel to it. Do you agree with me there?
yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'm not so much in the city anymore. I lived in the city of Buffalo with my mom for a while, and then once I got married, we moved out to Elma. So I'm actually more in Elma, East Aurora area. So it's nice. It's quiet, is a lot more slower pace, but I don't know. I still consider this to be Buffalo area. So yeah.
What's your favorite part of Western New York? What do you enjoy the most? Obviously, not the snow.
No. Oh, what do I enjoy the most? That's a good question. Um, I mean, I've already talked about the people. I haven't met people as hospitable, as warm, and as welcoming as the people that I have gotten to know here in Buffalo. And I've gone to different places. I have traveled to Florida, New York City, and um, but I also like everything that happens in the fall. I love how all the Bills fans just come out and everybody's in their Bills gear, and like I don't know, I love the fall. I love to see all of that, and it's just I don't know, it's nice, it's warm, so yeah.
My favorite seasons are fall because of football, and
Yeah.
plus, I'm not a big fan of the heat now. I like fall and winter, except I don't care for ice. I don't mind driving in snow, but ice I don't like. Ice in my drink, yes. But I was going to ask you this, Nayadee. Have you been over to Ontario yet or Canada so far?
Yeah, so we usually go to Crystal Beach every summer. They do church on the beach there, and we like to enjoy that sometimes. And my husband's family, they have a cottage on Crystal Beach, so we usually go there for a vacation every summer, and it's really nice. I really enjoy it. Very peaceful, very quiet.
Are you able to tell our audience a little bit about yourself and who are some of your early influences and mentors?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I was born in Dominican Republic. I came when I was 11 years old, so very young. And I wasn't a single child. I have five other brothers, but they none of them lived with me. They lived with my dad, and I lived with my mom. So it was almost as though I grew up as a single child. So it was just me and my mom for a very long time. So I would say that my mom was really the person that I looked up to the most. I love her strength, and she is really phenomenal, and how hard she fought to, bring us to where we are today, honestly. So I would say that she's always been my role model. In terms of like when it comes to the acting industry and things like that. So when I was young, I never really thought about being an actress, to be honest. I never thought about it and said that's something I want to do. It wasn't until I was in my, my 20s that I discovered that I had a talent for it. So, and my older brother is an actor actually, so I had seen him in different plays and theaters and things, and I always enjoyed that. But yeah, I was never like, oh, I want to do that until much later in my life. So
Do you still have family in the Dominican Republic and do you still go back there occasionally?
yes, absolutely. So my entire extended family is in Dominican Republic. So I have my grandma, my cousins, aunts, uncles. I don't go as often as I would like. I think my visitations started dwindling down once I got married and started having children. I have 4 children. So it gets a little more difficult to travel with all of the kids and everything. We just went over there back in April to celebrate my grandmother's 90th birthday. So that was a really
Wow.
special occasion. Yeah. Yeah.
98.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not 98, 90th. I'm sorry, 90th.
90th. That's
Yeah.
still quite 90 is
Yeah.
still impressive.
Absolutely. And she has more energy than anyone I have ever seen. So she is an admirable lady. I love her.
For those people, including myself, who've never been to the Dominican Republic, what would you say why they should come to the Dominican Republic? What makes it stand out?
Oh, because it's beautiful. The beaches there are incredible. The people there are incredible. They will feed you until you drop. They will not let you go until you have eaten everything they have to offer. So the food is
Okay.
phenomenal. You're going to love it. And yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of culture. It's great. I would definitely recommend going.
I'm a foodie, so sign me up for that. A fun fact about myself,
Oh yeah.
I've never been on an airplane yet, so I should get on an airplane one
Oh
day.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to get your wings.
Yes. By the way, I was going to ask you this too. Work-life balance too, especially with 4 children. Now, you mentioned with us earlier that you have one child with special needs. As a
Yeah.
mother, how difficult is that as well?
Woo. That that there's definitely a lot there. I could talk about that quite a bit, to be honest, but ultimately, our daughter with special needs, she's 14 years old. She's our oldest, and it's difficult sometimes because as a parent of a child with special needs, especially someone like her, because she's nonverbal and she's not really able to communicate to me reasons for why she might be feeling angry or sad. We can tell when she's angry, absolutely, but we can't always figure out the why behind it. She has a very rare genetic condition. It's called STXBP1 genetic mutation. So she's very developmentally disabled. She's nonverbal and needs full help going to the bathroom and things like that. So it's difficult because, you watch your child and you think about the things that obviously that they can't do, like communicate with you. And I think when she was younger, it was hard. I went through a really rough period of understanding and accepting, because not only you're watching your child experience some hardship. She had a lot of seizures when she was younger, but you're also in a way mourning the dreams and expectations that you envisioned yourself doing with your child. You know what I mean? So it's a period of mourning, it's a period of hardship and acceptance. However, as the years have gone by, I am just, me personally, I'm a Christ follower. Jesus changed my life, and that is really the only way that we could embrace all the hardship that comes with it. And as she has gotten older, she has really taught me how to love in a way that I never expected to love someone. She has taught me how to be patient, how to extend grace. And she kind of serves as a mirror for myself. So if anything, I would say that she has helped me so much more than I could ever see myself helping her. And she's such a joy. She is a happy little girl. She loves social interactions. Like, she loves people, she loves babies. So whenever we go anywhere, she just loves meeting new people. We have our issues with behaviors and things like that. She has a really rough time transitioning from one activity to the next. But she's a joy, and she's been a blessing to all of us and everyone that interacts with her. So yeah, it's just, yeah.
Thank you for sharing this, and I do apologize. I should have spoke to you off camera, so I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable there. So I apologize.
Oh no, no, not at all. I'm sorry. I tend to get a little emotional sometimes.
It's okay. That's
but
understandable.
I don't mind speaking about her at all. I don't mind. Yeah.
Is there a website where our audience can read up on her condition, and is there a charity that donates money for people with your daughter's condition as well? Can you hear me? I'm not sure if you heard my question.
Oh, now I can't. No, I'm
Now,
sorry. Could you repeat it? The sound cut off just for a second.
it happens. Technology, the joys of it. Is there a website where our audience can
Yeah.
read up on your daughter's condition? And is there a charity where people can make an online donation or volunteer or anything like that?
I don't know. I used to be part of a Facebook group of parents with children of the same disability, but I don't have Facebook anymore. So I actually don't really know if there is a charity right now for it, but I do know you can look it up. It's called STXBP1 genetic mutation. If you wanted to learn more about it, I know that the biggest research team for it right now, I think, is in Spain. I'm not entirely sure, but since not having a Facebook anymore, I haven't really checked in on all of those things. It's been a while.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this. I really appreciate that, and I'd like to read up on it and learn more about it as well, and hopefully our audience.
Absolutely. Yes,
I
thank
want
you.
You're very welcome. And I wanted to get your thoughts on too, since you're in acting now, and AI is a big part of our lives. What are your thoughts on AI in the film industry, and do you see it shrinking the film industry in terms of jobs and for actors?
Um, so I do think that AI is useful for certain things. And I do think that we might see a surge in where it will affect actors, but I think that eventually it's going to get to a point where the audience is just not going to accept it, because it's going to take away the human element that only we can bring to the table. So while I do think it might be problematic for a while. And again, I'm not an expert, so I haven't really been diving too deep into all of the aspects of it. But I do believe that we might see a surge in AI, and actors might suffer from it. But I don't think it's going to be for very long. I don't think that the audience is going to be very pleased with what AI takes out of performances. So,
Do you feel, especially in the film industry and even in the TV industry, that creativity is shrinking these days?
um, yeah. I mean, I a little bit. I don't know. I think that if I was to look at, like Hollywood, for example, and things like that, I don't think we're seeing as much creativeness as we once used to see. And I think AI might probably have something to do with that. Um, but working with like some local directors and producers and things like such, I see a lot of creativity in the local industry. So I mean, yes and no. I think there's a lot of talent that it just hasn't been fully discovered yet. But I have been seeing a lot of amazing things and amazing talent in my time working locally.
Do you see an increase in more and more indie films? Because you can now make a movie with your own phone nowadays.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that some of those are gems. So I think that's more where you're gonna find, you know, the more creative works, um, especially because people behind those kinds of indie films, I feel like they have a lot of heart behind those, and I feel like it comes from a different place than from a lot of like the established producing companies and things like that. Um, but yeah, I do see I think there's going to be an increase in that. Yeah.
Who were some of your favorite actresses and actors growing up?
Favorite actors and actresses growing up. Well, when I was young, I used to watch a lot of novelas, Spanish soap operas. So a lot of my favorite actors were from back then. I don't even remember their names anymore. But right now, I would say I really like Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond in the middle. And also, how do you pronounce his name? Neil McDonough, I think is how you pronounce his name. Um, I think that they're both tremendous actors. And I love particularly about Patricia Heaton that she is just so natural. It's very, when you look at her act, you don't think for a second that she's acting. It's just like she's just being the person. So I love that about her, and I like them.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. If there was a movie made about Nayadee Wilson, which actress would like to play yourself?
What actress? Wow. That's that's something. I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought about that. Um
We can
yeah,
always we can
I don't
we can
know.
always save it for part 2 if you do come back on again in the future.
Yeah, let's save it for part 2.
We'll save it for part 2. I wanted to ask you this too. How did you come about starting your acting career in the theater productions?
Yeah. So once we moved to Elma, uh, my husband actually was the one who just out of the blue told me, "Hey, there's a community theater about 5 minutes from our house, and they're holding auditions. They were holding auditions for Into the Woods. That was back in 2021, and that was the my very first theater debut. I was cast as a featured dancer for the musical Into the Woods. It was directed by Joel Murphy, and it was such an amazing experience. I was so excited and so nervous at the same time because I had never done theater up to that point, at least not really. I think I was in a play when I was 9, and I had put that in my resume there because I was like, yeah, I barely remember it, but hey, experience is experience. So I just fell in love, absolutely in love with theater. I loved the dancing and I loved the singing and I loved all of it. So that's kind of what got me started in that.
How would you describe yourself as a dancer and a singer?
As a dancer and a singer, oh boy. As a dancer, I would say I just like to enjoy myself. I wouldn't say I'm not a professional dancer by any means, but I know a move or two, and I have some rhythm, and I enjoy myself. I love the music, and every time I'm dancing, I have a smile on my face. It's funny because I was in a production of James and the Giant Peach, and there is a scene in there with seagulls and things, and I was playing one of the seagulls, and we had this whole dance number, and the entire time I had a really big smile on my face because that's just what I do when I'm dancing. I'm really enjoying it. And one of the directors, she points out, you see that really ridiculous kind of cheesy smile that Nayadee has? Do that. And I'm like, oh, that's just my face, but okay, that's fine. As a singer, I am very, very, very insecure as a singer, but very passionate. I would say I'm more passionate about when I sing than I am when I act, I would say. But I am definitely more insecure about my singing than I am about my acting. So yeah.
Are you a music fan, and who are some of your favorite artists that you like to listen to?
Oh, favorite artists. I love Forrest Frank and CC Winans. Those are usually what I'm listening to. I listen to a lot of worship music, and I also I listen to a lot of like talk radio. Like I said before, I am a born again Christian, so a lot of my what I listen to is Christian in nature. So yeah, I like pretty much everything I listen to is worship music, pretty much.
I should put you in touch with one of my friends and one of my guests. Her name's Bellamy Bentley. She is a terrific gospel singer in Toronto, and she is
Awesome.
she's a big believer in Christ and faith and all that. And I should really put you in touch with her. She's a beautiful human being, and I love to connect people with my talk show, and I've been able to do that in my 7 years. But she's such a wonderful person too, and that's what I love about this show. Not just the learning part, the storytelling part, but I've actually been able to connect people with other people, other guests on here as well.
Awesome. I would love to. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll put you in touch with her. Got to ask you this question too. Do you feel the theater experience helped you in terms of your acting career? And do you feel theaters are still going strong in 2026, or do you see a shrinkage of theaters?
Mm. Well, it absolutely helped me. I think it gave me a lot more confidence and my talent, and it's a different kind of rush when you are on the stage and you're doing a show live than when you're doing film. When I started doing film just a year ago, so the film industry is still relatively new to me. And it's so different. I feel like I love film, and it is my favorite style of acting. I like to be kind of like more natural and relatable, that kind of stuff. But theater, you get to play. It's really like you're a child, and it's just you get to really enjoy the act of the like the performance. So it's a different kind of feel, a different kind of rush, and you definitely learn a lot about how to use your voice and how to resonate well so that the back row can hear you. So it's skills that I think are important for every performer, whether you're an actor or a singer or a dancer even. I love everything that I learned from theater, and you become like a little family, because when you're doing a show for theater, you're going to rehearsals almost every day for quite a while, and you really get to know your cast members, and you become close, and you become like a little family. And I remember whenever we would come to the last show in theater, it was just like, oh, like I can't believe it's over, and I'm gonna miss you guys, but we'll see each other again, you know. And it was just, I love that aspect about it. It's much more personal, I think, when you do theater than when you do film. But I do love making movies. I love television. I think is a different type of acting, is a different kind of skill set that you have to learn how to develop and how to use. It's just, I don't know. I love the study of it all. I love the intricacies of acting. So
Do you see live streaming shrinking the TV industry and also the film industry with everything now being live streamed these days?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
Do you see TV shrinking because of the new forms of live streaming?
Um, Kind of, yeah, a little bit. I mean, almost everybody that I encounter that nowadays will usually have some form of streaming service, you know, Amazon and Netflix and all of that. Um, but I mean, you know what? I don't know. I would have to look more into that, but I do think that mostly everybody is streaming everything nowadays. And yeah, go ahead.
Even with the movie theaters too. I haven't been to a movie theater now in 4 years, which
Yeah.
I should go. There's the new movie, the Spider-Man movie. I really want to see that. And when I go to a movie theater, the first thing I want to do is get popcorn. The smell of popcorn.
Yeah, yeah. I have a son. He loves popcorn. He could eat popcorn for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's his favorite.
I wanted to ask you this too, Nayadee. How big is confidence as an actress, an actor, and also when you're performing live? Maybe not specifically yourself, but have you seen another actor, actresses have stage fright or a shrink in the spotlight in front of an audience?
Oh, I mean, I have not seen stage fright or experienced it myself since I started acting consistently. I remember I did experience stage fright when I was 11 years old, and I had to sing in front of an audience. And I think about halfway through the song, I took a breath and I stopped and I just went back to my seat. So that was the only time that that happened to me. But other than that, I haven't seen it yet. I think there was one point where somebody forgot a line during one of the shows, which is where improv is so incredibly useful. I think improv is one of the things that I need to work on. I'm the kind of person, I need a script. I need to know what my lines are. I need to know what I'm going to say. I don't think I do very well with improvisation. So I'm always trying to work on that and better myself with that. But I think it's, when it comes to theater, it's a different thing because I know for me, I get so nervous, but it kind of gives me that energy boost that I need. So I kind of use the feelings from my nerves to kind of boost me up into the performance. And that kind of works for me. And I don't know how to explain that. It's like the little butterflies in your belly. Like I use that as kind of, like momentum. Like let's kind of take those butterflies, push them out to, do what I need to do. But when it comes to film, I think you can be a little bit more relaxed because, there's always going to be a script supervisor. If you forget a line, it's okay. You can kind of just take a second, take a breath, and somebody will feed you the line and you can just do it again, which is one of the biggest differences, doing theater versus doing film. But all of that being said, when it comes to confidence, it is very, I'm not sure how to word this, but I do think it's important. However, I don't think I would consider myself as a very confident person per se. Like there are times where I don't feel like, like this, I'm going to give the best performance ever or whatever. However, I show up and I do the work. And I think that because of my faith, I am so secure and sure of what God has for me that I know that if I don't, if I mess something up, if I don't get a call back for an audition or whatever, it's like I'm okay. Like I know who's got me. I know, his plans are good for me. So I, that doesn't tend to get to me, I guess. So I think that mentality is even more important than confidence, I would say. If you go in with, kind of worrying about, like things that you can't control, it's really going to set you back. So I think just knowing, some people like to say what is for you is for you. So that's kind of where I'm going at with this. That's how I approach it. So yeah, I'm not super confident in everything, but I know what I can do, and I'm gonna do the best that I can every time. So
Nayadee, for those people who are watching our show and they're looking to get into acting, what advice would you give to them, and would you recommend taking acting classes?
hmm. You know what? I recently just went to an acting expo where Omar Gooding was a speaker. And one of the things that he mentioned that stuck with me is that sometimes you'll have people who have a natural gift of acting, and they can, they have this natural talent where acting just kind of just comes to them and they're good at it. So he mentioned something about how maybe you may not want to hinder that natural talent with too much instruction, or not instruction, but you know what I mean, with too much acting classes and things like that. But I do think acting classes are important. Like, for example, I was talking about how I know that my one of my weaknesses is improvisation. So I would like to go to an improv class and things like that. So I do think that I would recommend taking acting classes where you can, but also if you know you have that natural talent, keep that. You can only you can be you, and only you can deliver a performance in the way that you can deliver it. So don't lose what comes natural to you, but definitely perfect your craft, I would say. Another thing I would recommend is, depending on what you want to do, whether you want to go to theater or maybe into film, I would follow casting agencies. So I follow Casting Buffalo, and also Pan Am Films. There's a lot of they have a lot of great content, and a lot of the auditions that I have done and have seen have come from them. So they have an Instagram, and I think they have a Facebook and everything like that. So I would follow them so that you can kind of see when opportunities come up, and also go to a community theater and volunteer. And whenever there's an audition, go ahead and audition, even if it's for something that maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't think you're good enough or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just for the experience, for the practice, go to auditions, and just keep learning. I don't think I've ever done a job, a gig, a performance where I have not come out learning something new from it. I'm constantly learning and improving my skills. So
I know we're down to about 5 minutes before you have to get going, but do I have permission to play the little video clip that you sent me from the Tinkering with Love? It's about a 2-minute clip with actor Anthony J. Grand.
Oh, sure.
Okay. I thought it was a really good clip.
Yeah, Tony. Yes. Awesome.
One
Sure.
second. I'll play the clip right now. Please let me know if you can hear the volume. I'm the audio guy too, so if you can't hear the audio, we'll fire the audio guy too. I try to be funny. That's why I'm in media. Just bear with me 1 second. This is from Tinkering with Love. Tinkering with Love Hallmark scene, courtesy of 2NY Video. And I thought it was great. Just one second. I'm going to play the clip right now.
Sorry, we're closed.
It's a good thing I'm not a customer. Figured someone should check on you.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Are you? I heard about your dad. Being away for so long, I didn't get a chance to say anything.
No, it's okay. It's been a few years. I just keep this place going, you know. You know, he put everything that he had into this place. But I just feel like it's slipping away.
Maybe you're holding on too tight. When I left, I thought that everything I wanted was somewhere else. But being back here, I am starting to realize that everything I needed was right in front of me. And the coffee's better too.
Is that all you came back for?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know much about coffee, but things.
That you are. Which reminds me, I might need your...
Depends. You gonna stick around this time?
I might. If there's a reason to.
Trust me, I've got plenty of reasons.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this clip in the scene with Anthony?
Oh, that was fun. So Anthony, he has a company where he will do the self tapes for you, so that all you have to do is just show up and perform. And so I would recommend also following him. He is amazing. And what we did that for, it was to kind of help both, each other out. He is offering a service now where he can help you create content especially if you're a new actor, maybe you don't have a lot of content yet, so that you can just showcase your talent, so that casting directors can actually see what you can do. So he wrote that scene, and we had a lot of fun kind of playing around with it. So I had a lot of fun. And even I remember when I first saw it, I was kind of surprised with I don't know, I I usually hate watching myself, and I think that was the first time that I could watch myself without cringing. But even now, looking back on it, I learned from that, and I look at the scene and I'm like, okay, you know what? I can see where I could have done some things differently, how I would do the scene now and things like that. So that was a lot of fun. I really loved doing that with him. And fun fact, I actually booked my very first supporting role in a Christmas movie by doing his drive-through auditions. I did my self-tape audition through his company, and that audition booked me the role. So
I'll have to get in touch with Anthony and see if he might be interested in coming on my talk show in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy, and he is very talented.
I know we're getting short on time. Can you just briefly tell us about how you came about your backup role with the Hallmark movie, A Bill's Love Story? What that was like being just even an extra?
Oh, yeah. So that was the very first job, I guess, that I got as an actress in the film industry. That was pretty cool. That's when I had just started following Casting Buffalo, and they announced auditions for it and everything. And I did get hired as a background extra as part of the crowd in the stadium. Unfortunately, I tried pausing a bunch of times to try and find myself, but it was just a sea of people. You cannot see me in it. But I was there, and it was really cool. It was my first experience taking a look at how everything was made, behind the scenes and all of that. So that was really awesome. I really had a lot of time, and I remember it was cold. Um and I mean, that wasn't so enjoyable, but I don't think anybody noticed because we were all having so much fun. So, yeah.
And did you film it in the old stadium for the Bills?
Yes. Yes, we did. It was in the old stadium for that. So,
And it's
yeah.
sadly demolished. And before we let you go, I just wanted to get you to plug this. Congratulations on your new role. About your role as Piper in a Royal Christmas Tree coming up this Christmas season. Just thoughts on this movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so cool. Such a cool moment. So, fun fact, my very first day of shooting that role for that film was actually my birthday, and it was such a cool experience because it was my first big role on a movie. So that was fun. And I got to work closely with Brittany Underwood. She's the lead in the movie, and she was so amazing. I feel like when we first met, I don't know if she knew that it was my first film, but I think she quickly found out because I feel like I kept messing things up. The movie was directed by Fred Olin Ray, and he's amazing, very chill, very laid back. He likes to joke around a lot. But I was so nervous. It was my first day. I had never taken anything as little as a film class or anything. So sometimes he would give me directions, and I didn't completely understand what it meant, and I kept I think I ruined a few takes because I would walk in front of the camera when I was supposed to anyway. So Brittany kind of took me under her wing, and she kind of would take me aside and explain to me oh, when he says this, do you know what this means? And I'm like, no. And she would explain it to me. And she also just kind of taught me a lot about different terms and, why they do certain things and different angles and all of that. So she was absolutely amazing to work with, and everybody in the entire project was just such a joy to work with. I absolutely loved every experience, every part of it. An amazing experience. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. It should be coming out this Christmas. I believe it's through the Great American Family Network. So yeah.
Will it also be available on Netflix and all that too? For those
repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
I was going to say,
sound cut off again.
No, it's okay. For those people in Canada or outside the States, will it be available on Netflix and live streaming platforms?
I am not sure yet. I think it might be available through Prime, but I'm not sure. I'm still kind of following it. I know on IMDb, it's listed as it's in the post-production status. So I am not entirely sure yet. So I will get back to you on that.
Have you had any fans come up to you yet for a selfie or autograph yet?
Oh gosh, no.
No?
Oh no, not at all. That's okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff I have done just hasn't aired yet. Yeah. So I don't know. And I also just filmed an independent pilot series called Static. It was directed by Jalen Malik and written by him too. So that should be coming up soon as well. Yeah, just I've been doing a few things, and they haven't aired yet. I know the NoCo commercial air. There are some NoCo commercials out there no heating and cooling.
Next time you come on the show, we'll air those commercials as well, and I'll get your perspective from shooting commercials, from doing theater and films as well. As we wrap this show up, it's a quick segment. Ask the host CDP a question. CDP's my initials. Do you have a quick question for me as we wrap this up?
Oh, well, I guess, what is your favorite part about hosting your show? What do you enjoy the most?
The storytelling, the learning aspect, and connecting with my guests, and giving my audience really a good show, a good storytelling show. And I just love what I'm doing. And I'm trying to prove to traditional radio, being 54 is not a liability, it's an asset. And being self-taught is still a form of education. And I love what I'm doing. And all my opportunities I've gotten in media, I've had to go out and earn them. Nothing has been given to me. And I just love meeting new people. I've had people on from 12 countries around the world. And this show's not just a local show, it's basically international. And I just love what I'm doing. And I'm very passionate, just like I can tell how passionate you are about acting. I'm not sure. Can you hear me? If your Wi-Fi cut out here? Were you able to hear me answer that question?
It cut out a little bit, but I caught a little bit. Yes, it cut off in some places, but I did hear most of it. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You know what? You sound like you're Canadian.
That's amazing.
Because we Canadians always say sorry a lot. So you know what? Yes.
Just different perspectives.
Absolutely. And one day I'll have to get your autographed picture. You'll have to sign one for me. Finally, where can our audience follow you on social media? The best way.
Cut
off. Went off again. No, it's okay. We'll wrap this up. Where can our audience follow? Yeah, I can hear you. I was just going to ask you, where can our audience again follow you on social media, and the best way of contacting you? And do you have any plans for a website in the future?
Well, right now I only have an Instagram. I have 2 Instagram pages. One of them is just my private page where I just share things like about my family and my kids. So I wouldn't do that one, but I would do, if you're interested in all of my acting endeavors and everything, I would follow my acting page, is Nayadee Wilson Actress. And that is just Instagram. I don't have anything else right now. I don't know. I'm not thinking about a.
Well, I want to say, Nayadee, thank you so much for coming on. And I'm going to put you in touch with one of my other Buffalo friends. Her name's Shelly Shamaz. She has a Queen City Stories podcast show. So maybe I'll put you in touch with Shelly. She's in the film industry in Buffalo as well. And she has her own media company. So maybe I'll put you in touch with Shelly. She's a wonderful person as well. And
I'm sorry, the sound is cutting up really bad. I'm not able to hear.
I think technology's telling us it's time to end the show.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No apologies, Nayadee. I want to say thank you so much for coming on. We'll definitely have you back on again if you are you're interested in coming back on again, because I'd love to talk to you a little more about doing commercials and stuff like that. But I want to say thank you so much for coming on. Continued success in your acting career. Give me a little bit of time tonight, and I will send you the full video, the audio, and reels and clips. And if you want the full video episode, I can send it to you by WeTransfer. WeTransfer just shrinks the file into email format, and I can send you that later tonight as well. Final thoughts as we wrap this up.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. I'm very honored that you wanted to interview me on your show. So thank you so much for giving me this platform. And I'm really looking forward to chatting with you again soon. So yeah, thank you.
And this is your first Canadian podcast you've been on?
Yes, it's my first podcast ever. So,
and when you become famous, make sure you sign a picture for me too, an 8x10.
I don't think I'm going to be famous, but I sure will.
You are talented, and next time we have you on in the future, we'll play some of your commercials, and if you can talk to us about the
Awesome.
commercial aspect. I'm going to let you go because I know you're a mom of 4. That's a full-time job, but I want to say thank you so much for coming on. Give me a little time tonight, and we'll have the video, the audio, and some reels and clips for you as well. Continued success, and I'm hoping one day to get back to Buffalo and Western New York, and hopefully one day we'll get to meet you in person at some point.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening today.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. That wraps up season 14, episode 39, overall 754 of Live with CDP. Sports and Entertainment Talk Show brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with the great selection of OVs, all electric vehicles, Cadillac vehicles, and pickup trucks as well. And they are a proud sponsor of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. I want to say thank you to my guest today, Nayadee Wilson, who is an actress in the Buffalo, New York area as well. So continued success to Nayadee Wilson, and look for her movie coming up this Christmas. December 2026, called A Royal Christmas Tree, starring Nayadee Wilson as well. And I want to say thank you, everyone, for watching this show on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Instagram. And thank you to my audience listening to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Good Pods, hopefully, which will be fixed soon, where I can have my episodes back on Good Pods and wherever podcasts are available. So you can watch this or listen to this show, and make sure you check out my reels and clips from this show on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram as well. And as we wrap up the show, guys, the next Argo Bounce podcast show, episode 11, with co-host Chris Pame and Nick Small, will take place Friday, August 28th. At 8 p.m., as Nick and I will talk about the Argos' 39-20 win over the Cats at a rainy BMO field, and talk about Nick's experience at this year's Canadian National Exhibition, which I didn't really get a chance to celebrate because I was at the football game and the weather was miserable that night. So I'm hoping to get down to Toronto next week, as I have a CNE media pass, and do some content down there as well. And again, I want to say thank you to Nayadee Wilson, an actress from Buffalo, for coming on our show. And as we wrap up the show, guys, again, Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership right now. You can get a $25 Esso and mobile e-gift card with the purchase of an oil change and an eligible vehicle health check. Offer valid from June 1st, 2026 to August 31st, 2026. You only got a few days left. Make sure you book your appointment today at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, the regional dealership here in Guelph. If you're looking to adopt a pet or foster a pet, I should say, if you're looking to foster or adopt a cat, check out the New Hope Animal Rescue Group, located at 4990 Jones Baseline Road in Guelph, Ontario. Telephone number to make an appointment to visit, 519-836-9780. That's 519-836-9780 for New Hope Animal Rescue Group Guelph, or you can visit their website at newhopeanimalrescueguelph.ca for more information. And as we wrap the show up, guys, make sure you check out my social media pages for content, and also a little Wyatt and Raj, who are both adopted and they're at Pet Value for a couple more weeks before they go home with their new owners as well. Shout out to Pet Value location at 1005 Paisley Road here in Guelph. And as we wrap up the show, guys, again, you can follow Nayadee on these social media platforms. So you can follow her on Instagram at Nayadee Wilson, actress, and she's also on idmb.com as well. And also you can watch some of her work on YouTube as well. And you can email her. Her email address is down there, in Vadez at _mar@gmail.com. So her email address is down there as well. And as we wrap up the show, guys, check out the Cambridge District Humane Society, located at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, or visit their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the animals and pets that are up for adoption, their profiles and their information on cambridgehumanesociety.org. And guys, finally, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show again is live streamed on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and now available on Instagram. Make sure you check out my website, beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. StreamYard is the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars, live streaming, or podcasting, go to StreamYard.com. They have basic free plans, paid professional plans like I do. And if you're a business that does a lot of webinars, go to StreamYard.com. You can also follow this content creator on TikTok at Chris Palme on TikTok. And Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, the audio version, again, is on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, and Good Pods. And also the audio version of this show is available on my YouTube channel as well. And finally, guys, you can email the Live with CDP Sports Entertainment Talk Show at cpalme19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you'd like to support this show, there's two ways of doing it. I am on paypal.com. Go to paypal.com at Chris Palme, cpalme19@gmail.com if you'd like to support my YouTube channel and my talk shows, or book a personalized video message from yours truly, CDP, through cameo.com/Chris Palme. I do happy birthday, happy Hanukkah, happy anniversary, happy divorce, anything within reason as well. So check me out on PayPal or Cameo if you'd like to support the content that I produce here on social media. And finally, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, X, Threads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Blue Sky Social at Live with CDP19 on Blue Sky Social. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, and share to my YouTube channel, Chris Palme, Live with CDP Talk Show. Subscribe, like, and share. And I am approaching 1,000 subscribers and getting closer to 1 million views as well. So that is about it. Again, I want to say this has been a busy week for me, guys. 4 shows in 4 days. And I have one more show tomorrow night, Friday, August 28th, 8 p.m. Eastern, the Argo Bounce podcast show with Nick Small and myself. A big thank you today to actress from Buffalo, New York area, Nayadee Wilson, for coming on her show. Look for her movie coming this Christmas season, Royal Christmas Tree, on the Great American Network, or I think it would be on the live streaming platforms as well. So that is about it, guys. The next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show will take place next week. I've got some more great guests coming up. I actually have a show coming up Monday where I'm going to be interviewed by Sina Sleem. Sina Sleem, who was on my show a week ago, is going to be actually interviewing me on Monday, August 31st at 8 p.m. So check out Live with Sina Sleem with special guest Chris Palme, where for an hour she's going to interview me. And I'm looking forward to that show as well. And guys, I hope you can check out the Argo Belts podcast show again Friday night, August 28th at 8 p.m. The Argos are back in action on Saturday night at 7 o'clock when the Boatmen travel to Regina, Saskatchewan to take on the Grey Cup champions Saskatchewan Roughriders as well. So thank you to Nayadee Wilson for coming on, and thank you, the audience, for watching and listening to the show, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by yours truly, Chris Palme, and brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership in the Guelph Auto Mall. Have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the Argo Bounce podcast show with Nick Small and Chris Palme. Good night, everybody.